Hey there, everybody. I hope you're having a really good Tuesday. It is warm here. It's like going to be 70 degrees, so I wanted to get a few things done in the early part of the day so I can get out and get some gardening done. I hope that whatever you're doing and whatever your weather is, that you are having a wonderful and blessed day. I'm working on a new book. As you guys know, I'm out of 12 by 12 paper pads. So I'm kind of cobbling things together, and I got to show you how well this is turning out. This just makes me happy. So what I did here was I had like some 9.5, 11 watercolor paper, and I was able to make our signature covers. You know, we love these because it's 8 pockets full of fun, and the pockets are just absolutely stuffed. So I was able to cobble together my 9.5 by 9.5 signature covers for this journal out of something that I already had. I made these. I had some washi tape, thank you, Leanne. I had some bits and bobs right here. I think that these things are good examples of what you can do if you just use what you have. In the case of the stamps, I used some text paper, which I have a lot of vintage text paper. I used a stamp, and I used the word story. It's really remarkable what you can do without spending, tons of money. I think a lot of times when we get started in crafting or scrapbooking or whatever, a lot of times we are called upon to buy a lot of stuff. I really can't tell you how many times, like on Facebook Marketplace, I see people who are getting rid of their whole stash because it was just, maybe they wanted to make candles, and they thought candles were going to be a business, so they bought everything that anyone could ever want to make candles, and the candle thing just maybe did not work out for them, and then they end up selling their whole stash. I think that a lot of times we're led to believe that we gotta have stuff and we gotta buy stuff in order to make stuff. You guys know that that's just not. I'm looking for about a 6 by 8 here because I'm going to use this as a page in the current book that I'm making. I'm coming out about 6 and 7 3/4, which is just fine. We will fold this in half, and I will have a page to go in my current book that I'm making today, and I hope to have listed by this afternoon. But like I said, it's 70 degrees, and I might not get it finished. But I do have a really super cool journal in the shop right now. Let me show you that big, big, big girl. I'm going to walk over here and get this for you. She is quite the stuffed lady right here. This is a journal called Mandala. I really love the fabric. I just think that it's awesome, and it's kind of like it's a very hardy, healthy, thick sort of fabric. So I really do love the way that this turned out, as well as, now I did a video on this, so you can flip back through my videos and see that. And I did a cork paper on the inside, and it was just like, wow, I want some of that adhesive 12 by 12 cork paper now, and I've got it in my Amazon cart. But you guys know how that is. Do you have $1 million worth of stuff in your Amazon cart? Because I think mine is approaching that. Okay, so what we did with our magazine is we've already made one page, which is really great. I'm going to put that in a little caddy over here because I am going through some Judy and Sandy ephemera and making prompts for our creative journals here. I'm going to put this kind of out of the way for a minute. Now let's process the rest of that magazine cover. I like alphabets. So, do I want to use AD? Yeah, I think I will, because that is, we think of BC and AD as time stamps. I love the word. I like both of these words. Reinventing tradition. I will put that to the side, and that will go in my word prompt box. Now for this, I looked at both sides of it, and I've got some words here, but if I flip this over, I've got a really nice place to paste some other words on. So we're just going to put that over there, because that's going to be something that we may look at in a minute. I think with this, this little part that we had left over, I would like to, I'm going to flip that this way. This is going to be a bookmark. So you just have to kind of get in the mindset of, hey, I'm going to take this page and I'm going to do a whole lot with it. Let's look at the back of this magazine. This was an Architectural Digest magazine, and I bought it at the library for $1. I will tell you that often my library has cartons of books, of magazines that they are going to recycle. My recycling comes Tuesday every 2 weeks. If you call your library on the day before recycling, generally they may have a carton of books for you that they, will save that from the recycling, and you'll be able to have like a whole cardboard box full of magazines. I love these images here, so we're going to use those as well. Now I've got some strippy stuff left. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to set that to the side. I like imagery, and I love watches and clocks. A watch image is so much fun, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of cut that out. I do know that I have my big scissors. You guys know that I don't use small scissors anymore because it hurts my hands so bad. I can't stand it. I fell on Friday and busted my hand, my hip, and my elbow, which was not a lot of fun. For what I've got left here, I am just going to make art trading cards. Again, we're using the front cover of the magazine, the back cover of the magazine. So we're going to make 2.5 by 3.5 inch art trading cards. Now, we could have used this side, but look how funky and cool the back side of them work. So these are going to be perfect in pocket letters, or for me to use as fodder in the pockets of our journals. All right, this said perpetual. I mean, you didn't buy a thing. You were just paying attention, right? You're just paying attention. You've got the word perpetual up here, which is awesome. Don't see a lot to do here. I like this color. Again, this is going to be something that will put a word on. Okay, sorry, I'm a little scattered. All right, let's go back to the magazine, and let's put our paper cutter to the side. I like this space. I love this space. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to create a page. If you're looking for junk journal pages, right? You want to capture the image and leave out any of the peripheral superfluous stuff that is on here. So we're going to fold this a different way. Usually we would just fold it like this, which is interesting because I do like I love half images, but I also am seeing that we could probably kind of carry it over a little bit and do it like this. Now with this part, you know, a couple things you could do. You could just fold it in like that. You could cut it off. I really like folding it in because what I'll do here is just run a little bit of washi tape right there and probably use this as a, you know, kind of use it as a pocket right there. You could put a little skinny bookmark right there and it would look so super cool. So let's just take a little bit of washi tape. I am going to leave the white strip on there because I think that's just fine. We'll do that. And we'll cut this off right here. Okay. See, we made something really super neat, didn't we? That's absolutely lovely face. Oh, okay, we've got this. 1, 2. It's a lot easier to just rip the pages out of a magazine that you might use. It just kind of helps the whole process. So I'm just going to rip out a few here. And then I got to go downstairs and cook up some lunch. We're going to have sandwiches today, which is our usual lunch. Chris and I both work from home, so it's nice to be able to eat from home. You know, we don't have that extra expense of eating out. A couple things I could do here. I really like the bird. I think so. What I want to do is I'm just going to kind of fold because we've got a beautiful bit of blue here. And I probably should have taken that fold up a little more, but it's okay. There we go. Not, you know, don't dig the earrings at all. Whew. I would not want to wear those heavy things. I lost an earring, so I took the other one out, and by golly, my my piercings grew together, and I was like, well, heck, how did that happen? Okay, so we could do just a whole different thing. We could just put the bird here, but I love the bird, so I'm just going to put it over to the side. Now we've got some really lovely blue that we could do something with. So let's just kind of look at that, and you know, that would make a nice just a nice piece to build upon. So we'll just glue all this together. We could probably find a fun image to put on here as well. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm gluing on on my pretty desk pad that I bought for a whole 50 cents at Dollar General. I said I was not going to do that anymore, but by golly, I did it anyway. All right, we've got a couple of things. This is a nice vertical, a horizontal image here. I like that. I also like the way this branch comes down and has the branch and leaves on it. Sorry, you can hear me get croaky already. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I can do this, and then we'll just see what happens with that. And I could reposition the bird. What I want to do here, I like her legs, but I really like this whole thing going on here. This is very geometric, kind of odd looking. So we could do that. That really makes a super keen, nice looking page. You know, I'm still looking for a place for the bird, but I bet we'll find something that we like. Now, the thing is that this is now upside down, right? The other side of this page. You know what? That is okay. That is okay. To me, it's so geometrical that you don't actually even notice that. But what we could do is go ahead and use one of those focal images that we had right here and just kind of glue it. So what do we do here? You know, the thing that we do here is we diffuse and confuse the image that we had, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Then it becomes like a geometrical sort of experiment here. You know, when you have magazines like this. To me, Architectural Digest is just is I would never have a house like this, but it's really fun to play with the pages and kind of look at them different ways and see what you could do with it. This is going to turn out really well because this is so geometrically whatever that it turns out really well. So there you go. All right, let's pick up another one. There's a lot of text on here. I like the text that, I like the white text on the blue pages. I love this garden scene right here. So let's see what would happen if this is all experimenting, right? And the cool thing is I read a quote not long ago and it said, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the way my day goes. Consistency is an underappreciated form of intentional magic disguised as a mundane doing. That's Victoria Erickson. And this is very mundane work. But if you do something like this every single day, like maybe this is your warm up in the morning, maybe it's your cool down in the afternoon. If you do this kind of work every single day, you will find yourself with a body of work, with art supplies that you did not purchase. You know, you didn't go to Amazon and purchase anything. You used what you had. You went on a trip to the library and purchased a quarter magazine that they were going to throw in the recycling. Things like that are really meaningful. I did find like there was a lot of white in this. Just a little fun tip is when you cut the white off, like just a magazine page, you know, you get a very different looking thing here. So another like really diffused image. Fun to play with. We can turn the whole garden thing upside down, which is a little bit easier on the eye than leaving it the way it was. All right, what I'd like to do here is just add an image. So let's just see if we can find something quick and easy, because my tummy's growling, that we could put there. Oh my gosh. So I like that. And the colors are perfect. So let's cut out this little lady here. I'm going to also cut out the word contents, because that's a fun word and we can probably use that. All right, so there she is in that cray. I don't even know what that is. I have to confess that fashion just baffles me. I don't know the point in it. I don't understand it. It just looks so crazy, doesn't it? Okay, but you can see that the green from the garden that was like this is now upside down like this. And then we are just going to do a little bit of mixed media collage stuff. We're going to bring in the little chickadee there in her, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. And then we're going to add the word contents. Right, like that. Okay, so you've made a mixed media, funky collage page, right? And you can do all kinds of other things with that, you know, if you want to. All right, I got to go downstairs and cook some lunch, but I just want to kind of review what we did here. So we made some pages. And like I said, Architectural Digest is really fun because you can, it's so geometric that you can use that geometry to your benefit. And I might just, you know, kind of scoochy him back on there. Oh, Tammy, why didn't you just use that whole page? Well, because I just didn't want to. And because I like this color blue and I might use it in a different place. But we could scoochy the birdie back on there. Love this face. And remember what we did with this one? We kind of looked at the way that we were going to fold it, and then we decided to fold it like this, and then we made just a little pocket right here that we can put a skinny bookmark in. I like that. So I think that one turned out really well. We have some awesome just colored pages that we can work with here. Come on, Bodie. And then on the front and the back magazine, we were able to do some art trading cards, which are fun. We were able to cut out a watch, wonderful focal imagery. I love the way that watches are always arranged to show 10 minutes after 10. I think that is, notice that because they're all set at 10 after 10. And I love these images of the musicians here, the words AD. And then remember that we also managed to make ourselves some prompts. You can think of this as making your own chit chat. And we have several little tabs over here that we can use for possibilities. I also really do like to use these tabs as juicy edges on journals, on my personal journals. I think that that's a really fun usage for them. So there we go. Let me know if you guys like this, if you thought it was fun, if you know, I would love to get some Venmo action going over here because I've never gotten a Venmo from over here, and I think I've only gotten one PayPal. But all of the donation information is in the description box below. So please do check it out. I would also like to thank my patrons because their support each month helps me have time to do my YouTube videos for you guys. So I can give you free content because my patrons are so supportive over at Patreon. And there's a link in the description box below for that as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Whoops, sorry.